Hello everyone, we have another recording session for storytelling. Let's introduce ourselves first. My name is Jessica Ramadhani from the Vocational High School in Malang.
Hello, my name is Naila Kazima. I'm from SMK 13 Surabaya.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Pribadiansyah. I'm from SKN 1 Surabaya.
Okay, thank you all for the introduction. Now let's start with the reading session. I'll start with mine. UK botanist to help revive Japan to industry by Katie Foster from Hagen, Frankfurt, Tokyo. Each year in southern Japan, dozens of people gather at a treetop shrine to honor a British botanist who never visited the country, but is credited with capitalizing exposure to capturing the nature, made groundbreaking discoveries of the reproduction of nori trees, the crispy dried chips that encircle sushi rolls, topic expert farming at a commercial scale, and studies of the University of Manchester highlight that a production in a difficult period of the World War II, and full-scale growers were having trouble meeting demand. The carried out the most influential work of an uncle at the time, having lost the academic course of the now, but of the University policy at the time of that employment. Although Drew Baker died in 1957, her memory was found in the city of Newport, Connecticut, one of Japan's largest nori growing regions. Dozens of people from local fisheries, as well as scientists and history buffs, gather in April in the living ground of the town by the ocean, where stones like display an enormous metal plate of her face. Large Japanese and British flags are raised at the event, where a simple field gives thanks to Drew Baker, organizer, community, and workers, to all souls to their feet. Even producers were happy and grateful for the ability to do more when people were struggling with food shortage. The progress in harvesting from the best of the coastline the country and far from 500 years. Apart from its use in sushi, it is also a key ingredient in many vegan rice bowls, staples next to its bread, and is used to garnish bowls of ramen or other classic dishes. Its seaweed is notoriously fragile and easily wiped out by typhoons and pollution. In 1949, Drew Baker published a landmark study in the scientific journal Nature about labor, name for nori. The crop grows on the coast of Wales and is used to reduce the traditional use by later bread. Up until that point, the life cycle of nori was well known, Yamamoto said. There is a significant impact in the how the plant grows to reduce cells when produced in spores. Drew Baker made contact with a professor at Fuji University, went over an academic paper concerning the regression. This is Japanese view of the theory instead. Japanese scientists and nori farmers then began experimenting with new exposure shells to help man thrive. Instead, was Yamamoto, son of a seaweed wholesaler who was once in Japan for 50 years. Now, nori is one of the essential foods of Japan.
I will read my chapter blog. The title is as Stadtholm Refer on the Polish payment border. Special S, again France, France, or Briscoe, Birkenhead, Germany. Fisherman Heli Schneider stopped at work for several months after the K from his other level of the last gas, estimating his cats. Senator 43, whose family has met, is living from the river of the country, finally took up his activities again in May. But fish of our liquid are growing as global warming adds toxic mix of pollution, putting the delicate ecosystem under pressure. It was unbelievable that we had fish left out all. Senegal will live on the development bank of the river side of the Boison. Disaster would got more than half the fish in the river, which runs along stretch of the Polish-Yemen border. And while the other has had some time to recover, the organism responsible for the disaster, known as Piranesi Parfum, has not been eradicated. In a military of underwater, we still see some development cells, such as this Martin was from the Institute of Freshwater Ecology and Inland Fisheries, or EGB, in Berlin. He warns that the risk of another deadly bloom is high. It is just waiting for the recognition to explode. Police and German authorities on either side of the river say they are determined to stop that happening, but to have collective responsibility for disaster are the best way to keep the algae in check. Obviously, if this collapse, among fishermen, there is concern about the impact of possible collisions. If this happens again this year, then there will be nothing with fish in the river for the next 5 years, and let's say. The event of Las Vegas led to an its collapse in Taurims and fish cells that put bread on the table. He say, we came down the water and we see now and that fish in the both direction. And he calls carrying up and down the river bank. Shander and his family receive financial support from the Brandenburg region to bridge the gap left by disaster. There have never been fish deaths on this scale in the order in my lifetime. Sehali, 65 years old, father Peter Shander, occurrence of extra level in the river and an extended period of high temperatures created of the perfect condition to elongate the flow is upstream. Question of the excess salt has existed for a long time. It's now getting worse with climate change. Bonds, among other factors, budget always meant that dangerous discharges are not being as difficult as before. Governmental groups have also pointed the finger at mining operation following that deep mineral vacuum water into the river. Now, with the warming up once again, increasing the number of have already been recorded of the order. Also, 3%, this response also has other affected areas to be set off, as well as from water treatment plants and the creation of rifle police. But the government faced accusation it is not doing enough to avoid a disaster repeat. Scientists believe many fish that survived from the fog is tributaries and corners of the other, while the deadly algae was left to prevalent. Yet, new installation on the level wall only of disaster. The head of the product teaching the level in the transport road and is not presenting explained. Likewise, this permits from south to review all permits for dispensing of social waste order in the river. Berlin has criticized inaction on the policy side. We see there the major efforts there to decide a spokesman for the government ministry said earlier this month. A second court erupts in nobody interest, the spokesman said, with the signs are on the court at the moment. With conveying the fishermen along the order will continue continuously. We're optimistic that in 2, 3, 4 years, there will again be fiscal involved, said the Senator Vitor, provide an can be avoided. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I will read my newspaper. Title is UN Resolution to Cross Over for Unpermission. Reuters of Geneva, Switzerland. The Human Rights Council is set to develop a comprehensive draft proposal on related hazards in the wake of a war and burning in Sweden, an initiative that has highlighted rift in the United Nations body and shall use practices in human rights protection. In a draft resolution presented by Pakistan on behalf of the 57 Nation Organization of Islamic Cooperation, or OIC, the group described the burning of the Quran in Stockholm last month as offensive, disrespectful, and a clear provocation that incites hatred and constitutes a human rights violation. The draft, which condemned echoing acts of public burning of the Holy Quran in some European and other countries, has taken a position for Western development through arguing it aims to safeguard religious symbol rather than human rights. We don't like the text, one Western diplomat said of the draft, which will be presented to the Human Rights Council in Geneva on Tuesday. Human rights are supposed to be attached to individuals, not to religions. The OIC initiative also started tension between Western states and the Islamic organization at the time, but the group has earned president called in the council, the only body made up of governments to protect human rights worldwide. 19 OIC countries are voting members of the 47-member council, and other states such as China have aligned with their draft resolution. It remains to be seen whether Pakistan will succeed in rallying all OIC countries behind it. A Saudi-led effort to end Yemen war crimes prevailed in 2021. of the resolution passes as seems likely, it will strengthen the impression the Council is flipping and the West is losing ground on key debates such as the boundary between free speech and hate speech, and what her religion have said Matt Limon, director of the Geneva-based Universal Life Group. This call take the Council expert in acrimony. The European Union has urged parties to reach a consensus on the issue. The formation of religion has been a difficult topic for decades within the UN, and EU diplomats say in negotiation last week. The question were to draw the line between freedom of expression and incitement to hatred is in that a very complicated one. Thank you.
UK botanist will talk about Japan's food industry. A Kitty Foster from Against Friends in Tokyo. Each year in southern Japan, thousands of people gather at the Shika Shrine to honor a British botanist who never refused function, but instead is recognizing the tradition. Catherine J. Baker makes groundbreaking discoveries about the reproduction of young. The crispy dark chips and turtle sushi rolls artificial start experimenting on a commercial scale. Her studies at the University of Manchester allowed Japan to ramp up production in the critical period after World War II, when full-scale growers were having trouble meeting demand. But she carried out her most influential work as an unpaid research fellow, having lost the academic post as a merit because of the institute's policy at the time against employing married women. Although Drew Baker died in 1957, her memorial lives on in the city of Kyoto, Kumamoto, one of Japan's largest non-growing regions. Dozens of people from local fisheries but at times such as history stuff gather each paper will visit ground and shrine by the ocean, where stone is displayed in a bronze metal plate of her face. Large Japanese English is packed by way of the event, where a simple priest is thanked to Drew Baker, organizer who made it TV producers were happy and grateful for the ability to grow more film series in the aftermath of the war, when people were struggling with shortage. But the colonial business system began first on for centuries and farms for cotton steel, a method used in sushi, and also a key ingredient in many used rice bowls, staple snack food in Japan, and includes the garnished bowls of ramen and other classic dishes. But the spirit is notoriously fragile and easily wiped out by typhoon in 1949. Drew Baker published a landmark study in the scientific journal Nature about labor, another name for knowledge, the top growing of the total scale and the creativity of tools used by labor grant. Up until that point, the life cycle of knowledge was well known. However, the research gave new insights into how the black hole is seashells relative to stars. Drew Baker was contacted a professor at Houston University and explained her entire second Japanese student at the state in France. Japanese scientists and very common began experimenting with this concept of systems. Why? As a business fact, the general theory of warfare was quite a number of events of this year. Now, knowing is one of the essential tools of Japan.
Okay, I will manage for the blog again. Physical is Maspisted level on Polish and Poland. Special S, second France, press or fresco, bigger her Germany. This one had stopped well for several months of the toxic gay plum hit the other level less gas. Systematic his cats. Say Nadal 43 was found husband is looking from the rifle for over the country. Finally took of his activities again in May. But risks of liquid are growing as global warming adds the toxic mix of pollution, putting the delicate ecosystem under pressure. It was unbelievable that we had this web out all Senegal for life of the Kilburn Bank of the rifle, say of the poison. Disaster was not more than half the visit the rifle, with stress along stress of the bodies and water. And while the other has at some time the recall of the organization responsible for disaster as definition by whom has not been dedicated. In ambulatory of underwater, we still see several hunter cells, such as protein funds from the Leibniz Institute of Hospital Ecology, the Netherlands Fisheries or EGB in Berlin. In one study, the risk of another deadly bloom is high. We just read for the condition we explode. Police and government authorities on either side of the river say they are determined to stop that happening, but they don't have a set of responsibilities for disaster and the best way to keep the LGA in check. Immediate collapse, the disaster without more than half the PC driver, which drives along the rest of the pollution border. Among fishermen there is confirming the impact of possible resource. If it happens again this year, then there will be nothing to fish. The rifle for the next 5 years, they'll say. The event of Las Vegas led to animals collapse in totems and fish cells that would blood on the table, he says. We came down to the water and we saw the dead fish in the both direction, with the calls gathering up and down the river bank. Sharing that and his family received financial support from the blooded California, the police, the cap like the disaster. Really have never been visited on the cell throughout my lifetime. Then we 65 years old, but all about the shaded urban influence of Hexal Lefan, the rifle and extended period of high temperatures created the perfect condition for the algae to fall is absolute. The question of excess salt has existed for a long time is now getting worse with climate change, say Punch. Among other factors, Punch would be spread that dangerous girls are paying as it is as before. The criminal groups have also pointed the finger at pending exploration and Poland that they would have affected the driver. Now, with the winter warming up once again, increase if the number of algae have already been recorded further up the order. Obviously, but chance in response also has the effect that is to be shut off, as well as promising water treatment plants in this direction of our river bodies. But the government invests acquisition is not enough to avoid a disaster repeat. Scientists believe many fish that survive but fall reform distributalis and corners of the other bilateral algae was less prevalent. Yet man-made installation on the level would only increase the risk of disaster. The head of EPF Poland to our probe to life. They change the life into a transport road and is not presently explained. Likewise, despite promise was soundly for permits for the dispensing of industrial waste water in the dry form, Berlin has clearly set in action the policy. We see that an majority was there to research or statistics. The spokesman for the human environment, which we said earlier this month. As I got a lot of the number of interest, the spokesman said, put sides and record at the moment. For the time being, the fishermen along the order will continue continuously. What have been a mistake that in 2, 3, 4 years, that will again be visited in blood, say the interpreter, will find another disaster that can be avoided. Thank you.
UN regularly set to cost over for elimination. Writers are genocide resolved. The Human Rights Council is set to debate a continuous proposal on terrorism hatred in the wake of a Quran rally in Sweden. An initiative that has highlighted faith in the United Nations and Islamic practice in human rights protection. In a draft resolution presented by Pakistan on behalf of the 57 Nation Organization of Islamic Cooperation or OIC. The group described the burning of the Quran in Stockholm last month, offensive, disgraceful, and a clear act of provocation that inside this hatred and constitutes a human rights violation. The draft, which condemned the during act of public burning of the Holy Quran in some European and other countries, has taken appreciation from Western diplomat who argued it and to safeguard religious symbols that protect human rights. We don't like the text, one Western diplomat said of the draft, which will be presented to the Human Rights Council in Geneva on Tuesday. Human rights are supposed to be attended to individuals, not to religions. The OIC initiative also struck tension between Western states and the Islamic organization at a time when the group has unprecedented hold in the council, the only body made up of government to protect human rights worldwide. 19 OIC countries are voting members of the 47-member council, and other states such as China have aligned with their draft resolution. It remains to be seen whether Pakistan will succeed in rallying all OIC countries behind it. The Saudi-led effort to end the Yemen war first probable in 2021. If the resolution passes as unlikely, it will strengthen the impression the Council is splitting and the West is losing ground on key topics such as the boundary between free speech and hate speech, and whether religion has right, said Mark Limon, director of the Geneva Basic Universal Rights. Glasgow make the Council explicit in agreement that European Union has urgent parties to reach a consensus in the issue. The formation of religion has been a difficult topic for decades within the UN and EU diplomat said in negotiation last week. The question were to draw the line between freedom of expression and incitement to hatred is indeed a very complicated one. Thank you.
UK botanist and Harbour Japan seaweed industry, like Katie Foster from Against French Press in Tokyo. Each year in southern Japan, dozens of people gather at the Nippon shrine to honor a British botanist who never visited the country. It is credited to revitalizing exposure to this industry. Captain Bill Baker has groundbreaking discoveries about the reproduction of North seaweed. The crispy dried chips that encircle sushi rolls, helping to kickstart its farming on a commercial scale. Her studies at the University of Manchester allowed Japan to ramp up production in the difficult period after World War II, when the small-scale growers were having trouble meeting demand. Her studies at the University of Manchester allowed Japan to ramp up production in the difficult period after World War II, when small-scale growers were having trouble meeting demand. It carried out her most influential work as an unpaid research fellow, having lost her academic course after marriage because the university policy at the time against employing married women. Although Drew Baker died in 1957, her memory lives on in the city of Newport, Yamato, one of Japan's largest nori-growing regions. Dozens of people from local fisheries, as well as scientists and history buffs, gather each April in the leafy ground of a shrine by the ocean, where a stone plate is placed and embossed metal plate of the face. Large Japanese and British flags are raised at the event, where Shinto priests give thanks to Drew Baker, organizer Toshiyuki Yamamoto, and 66-year-old Kobayashi. Seaweed producers were happy and grateful, but the ability to grow minority seaweed in the aftermath of the war, when people were struggling with food shortage, he said. The crop has been harvested from Japan coastline for centuries and farmed for 500 years. Opossum is used in sushi. It's also a key ingredient in onigiri rice bowls, staple snack food in Japan, and is used to garnish bowls of ramen and other classic dishes. But the seaweed is notoriously fragile, easily wiped out by typhoon and pollution. In 1949, Drew Baker published a landmark study in the scientific journal Nature about labor, another name for nori. The crop grows after coastal fails and is used to produce a traditional dish called navel bread. Up until that point, the life cycle of nori wasn't well known, Yamamoto said. The research gave me insight into how the plant moves into seashells where it produces new spores. Drew Baker made contact with a professor at Kyushu University and sent over an academic paper to him with the question, what is Japanese seaweed at this too? Japanese scientists and nori farmers then began experimenting with using oyster shells to help nori plants thrive. It was a success that Yamamoto, the son of a seaweed wholesaler who has run the nori event for 50 years. Now, nori is one of the essential foods of Japan.
Okay, my favorite again. Is that how on the Polish in both of Special S, second class, plus or preschool vegan Germany. Christian had initiated the support work for several months after the toxic wave located out the left last against this meeting sketch. Senator 43 was from the Hesmet shipping from the river of the country. Finally took up his activities again in May. But fears of repeated growing as global warming has the toxic mix of pollution putting the delicate ecosystem under pressure. It was unbelievable that we had fish left out all $20 less on the German bank of the river the site of the poisoning. disaster, but what more than half the peace in the river, stress, along stress, on police, human border. Now, with order, the order has had some time to recover after being responsible for disaster explanation purpose. In the military of other water we still see several landed styles, such as Martin Pons from the Leibniz Institute of Respiratory Ecology and Inland Fisheries or TGB in Berlin. Here once the risk of an undoubtedly bloom is high. It is just waiting for the condition to explode. Polish and German authorities on either side of the rival say they are determined to stop that happening, but to have collective responsibility for disaster and the best way to keep the RGA in check. Immediate collapse, disaster, but what more than half the fish in the river. Stress, long stress, the Polish and border. Among fishermen there is concerned of the impact of possible disasters. If it happens again this year, then there will be nothing to fish in the river for the next few years, they will say. The event of Las Vegas led to enemies collapse in tow lips, and a fish cells that would breed on the devil, he says. We came down, though the water and we saw held that fish in the boat direction. The calls casually up and down the riverbank. Schneider and his family received financial support from the relative of Pikion, so pleased to get left by disaster. There have never been fish deaths on this scale in the ocean in my lifetime. Schneider is 65-year-old, either shaded a consequence of high salt level in the river and extended period of high temperatures created the perfect condition from the algae to fall this upstream. The question of excess salt has existed for a long time is now getting worse with climate change, say Punch. Among other factors, pressured water waste meant that dangerous discharge are not being as treated as before. The criminal group have also pointed the finger at minor version in Poland that they never get water into the river. Now, with the water walk up on scan, chorus, the number of algae have not been very quarter to the other. Obviously, bad change in response also has other affected areas to be solved off, as well as promising more water treatment plants in this region of Metropolis. But the government-based acquisition is not big enough to avoid a disaster repeat. Scientists believe many fish that survive only flow in tributaries and corners of the other well-settled game was less prevalent. Yet human installation on the river would only increase the risk of disaster ahead of WWF Poland. Visual proof to life they change the river in the transport road. It is not the same thing, he explained. Likewise, the speed parameters will subtly for all permits for dismissing of industrial waste water in the river. And it has critical inaction on the Polish sides. We see there, no major efforts there to research outside the church. The spokesman for the German Environment Ministry said earlier this month. Second, got up in number interest, the spokesman said, but the signs are not at the moment. For the time being, the fish went along the other will continue continuously. Word of the ministry that in 2, 3, 4 years, there will begin to fish the above. Say the same interpreter, provide another disaster can be avoided. Okay, thank you.
UN recognized the cause of war and pollution. Reuters, or Geneva, Switzerland. The Human Rights Council is set to debate a contentious draft proposal on religious hatred in the wake of a Quran burning in Sweden. An initiative that has highlighted threat in the United Nations body and challenges parties in human rights protection. In a draft resolution presented by Pakistan on behalf of the 57 Nation Organization of Islamic Cooperation or OIC, the group described the burning of the Quran in Stockholm last month as offensive, disgraceful, and a clear act of provocation. That initiative incited hatred and constitutes in a human rights violation. The draft is condemned, referring as a public burning of the Holy Quran in some European and other countries. Has taken opposition for Western diplomats who argued its end to safeguard regional human rights and human rights. We don't like the text, one Western diplomat said of the draft. It will be presented to the Human Rights Council in Geneva on Tuesday. Human rights are supposed to be attached to individuals, not to religion. The OIC initiative was a second tension between Western states and the Islamic organization at a time when the group has unprecedented court in the council. The only body made up of governments to protect human rights worldwide. 19 OIC countries are voting members of the 47-member council, and other such states such as China have already with their draft resolution. It remains to be seen whether Pakistan will succeed in rallying OIC countries behind it. A Saudi-led effort to end the Yemen war crisis prevailed in 2021. If the resolution passes as seems likely, it will strengthen the impression the Council is flipping and the West is losing ground on key topics such as the boundary between free speech and hate speech. And whether religion helps right, said Mark Limon, director of the Geneva Business Universal Rights Group. This could make the Council explode in acrimony. The European Union has urged parties to reach a consensus on the issue. The formation of religion has been a difficult topic for decades within the UN and EU diplomats said in negotiation last week. The question where to draw the line between freedom of expression and incitement to hatred is indeed a very complicated one. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone for reading your newspaper article. That's our reading session.